So I thought it would be easier just to do a quick video instead of trying to type it all out and take pictures. You may already have a chuck. If you don't, you'll need to get a chuck for the headstock. If you do, it probably came with 4 jaws on the front. You'll need to take those off and get a set of pin jaws. And the pin jaws are a 2-piece set that the corners of your blank can set in and tighten around. And if you will put the flat end of your blank, make sure your flat edge, if you have a nick on the end of it, make sure that that's shaved off. And put your flat edge all the way to the back of the pin jaws. So you will put the corners into the chuck and then tighten it down, pushing it all the way to the back. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so that's your headstock. You got your blank sitting in there, solid, tightened down. On the tailstock, you have a drill chuck. So the drill chuck, just like the head on your drill press, will fit into your tailstock. It's got a taper to go into the tailstock. And then the important part is going to be your bit. Make sure that you have the right kind of bit. If you got one with a set, it may not be the best one. And if you don't have the correct bit, it will walk whenever you try and drill it and cause your holes to be bored out and not centered, or maybe too large or oval. So you're looking for these pointy ends, the brad tip. And the 2 kinds of bits that I'm using that were shown to me and they've worked very well are the Pin Makers bit set by Wood River. I got this at Woodcraft. And then I got this also at Woodcraft, but you can get them at Rockler or wherever. This is the Fish bit, Brad Point drill. It doesn't say Pin Makers, but it just says Brad Point drill. So, okay, so you have this. Push your tailstock up and tighten it down. And when you get it tightened down, you should see that that brad tip is right in the center of the blank. If it's off center at all, then something isn't lined up. Your drill bit's not in correctly, or your blank's not sitting into these holes correctly. So get that in, you've got it tightened down. And then if you have a variable speed, you want to turn it all the way down. Flip on your lathe. And then that's going to just kind of, you might see it wiggle just a little bit. You're letting that brad pit set into the blank. So with your tailstock, just very slowly push it forward and let that tip set in. And then you can turn up your speed and begin to go forward. And just like with your drill press, especially if you're using an oilier wood, you need to back out and let the chips clear out of the bit. If you need to, you can release that, move your headstock forward. Okay, so you just see now my drill chuck started spinning. What happened is I pushed that too far back on my tailstock. And if you do, it kicks out your drill chuck. So move your tailstock forward just a little bit, turn this off, and tighten it back down. But if it starts spinning, that's what happened. So you can push your tailstock forward, it'll automatically center back up, lock it down, and then finish drilling out your bit. shut. And every time you will have a perfectly round hole. It'll fit your tube like a glove. Okay, so if you have any questions, if I didn't make myself clear on anything, let me know because I'm not used to doing videos. So hopefully that helps. Bye.